It's your boy HNA back with a brand new video, and today I'm gonna be telling you guys who I think are the best 5 ever Premier League sides. So as the whole world probably knows by now, Liverpool won the Premier League title about a week ago, and for me as a United fan it is just heartbreaking. Before we actually get into this video, it was actually my birthday a couple of days ago. To be honest, I mean, it wasn't the best birthday I've had because of lockdown. I mean, I'm pretty sure if any of you guys have had your birthday in lockdown, it probably wasn't the same. However, I had a nice cake which I'll pop up on the screen there. You can tell me in the comments how that looks. And yeah, overall it was a good day. 17 now, so I'm gonna pick a total of 5 sides who have played in the Premier League. However, I'm not allowed to pick the same team twice, so I'm not allowed to pick just say two Manchester United teams or 2 Chelsea teams. So it has to be 5 different clubs in this list. So yeah, let's get into it. Place I've gone with Arsenal of 03-04, the Invincibles. And I know many of you who are Arsenal fans are probably going to be raging in the comments because you're probably going to be thinking, why haven't I put you first? Honestly, ever since that Invincible season, Arsenal fans haven't shut up about it. I mean, it's been 16 years since you last won a league title, and it doesn't look like you're going to win a league title soon. But the reason I've actually put them 5th and behind the rest of the teams is because, okay, they were Invincibles, the only Invincible team. However, they drew 12 games in that season. I know that the Arsenal Invincible side was it was so sick. I mean, especially the likes of Henry, Vieira, Sol Campbell. I mean, they had some very big, good players in that team. However, I think the fact that they didn't really win any other trophy probably is the reason why I am putting them in 5th. I feel that if you want to be one of the best teams, you not only have to try and win the Premier League, but you have to go and try and win the Champions League as well, or at least an FA Cup or League Cup. So that is why I'm going to put this Arsenal Invincible side in 5th place. They got 90 points, which is quite good. However, we've seen the likes of Man City and Liverpool smash that in the last couple of years. So that is why I'm putting Arsenal in 5th place. In 4th place, I've gone with Chelsea of 04 to 05. This Chelsea team under Mourinho was something else, only conceding 15 goals. I mean, that is just ridiculous. They only lost once that season, which was away to Man City when they weren't good. But I mean, that is just incredible. They racked up a total of 95 points, which was the record for a Premier League season for a good for 13 years actually, which is quite a long time. So you can tell that Chelsea team was something special. I mean, it had so much talented world-class players, and was something I particularly loved about that Chelsea side was the spine. Right from the back, the goalkeeper, Petr Cech, John Terry at the back with Carvalho, Lampard as well, who was so good for Chelsea that season, and obviously the main man, Didier Drogba, up front. I mean, some Chelsea fans will say that there have potentially been better teams like the 09-10 team under Ancelotti and the team under Conte, which won the league. But personally, I do think that this team has to be the best Chelsea side in the Premier League. They also managed to win the League Cup as well and got to a Champions League semi-final. In 3rd place, I've gone for Liverpool 2019 to 20. I mean, as a United fan, I can't stop but admire this Liverpool team. They are honestly just so sick. Of course, huge credit has to be given to the manager Jurgen Klopp, who has just transformed this team to the next level. I mean, he has took them from a team who couldn't even qualify for the Europa League to a team that is the best in the world now. He's won a Champions League, a Premier League now, a Club World Cup, a Super Cup, and he in 4 years, which is just incredible. There's actually no Premier League manager to have ever won a Premier League and a Champions League in the first 5 years as a manager. If you look player by player, this team has so much world-class talent. You got the goalie Alisson, who won the Golden Glove last year and looks like he is gonna win it this year, despite missing loads of games. The fullbacks who are just world-class, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson. It's magnificent how Klopp has transformed them two, who nobody knew of a couple of years ago, into the best fullbacks in the world. And of course, the main man at the back, Virgil van Dijk, who's just been Liverpool's rock over the last 2 years. Dijk reminds me a bit of the influence that Cantona had on Manchester United in 96 and 97. He honestly inspires the team so much and helps them so much. And I can't forget about the captain, Jordan Henderson. When Steven Gerrard retired, I was thinking, why the hell has Jordan Henderson been given the captain's armband? But honestly, his leadership skills have been so good for Liverpool, and it's not just about being a good leader. He's actually performed well on the pitch as well. He's chipped in with some crucial goals this season. He's also given quite a few assists, so yeah, he definitely deserves a shout. Of course, the front three, Salah, Mane, Firmino, I mean, they are honestly one of the best front threes which I have ever seen. Firmino is someone who likes to sit in deep. He doesn't get the credit he deserves because he doesn't get as much goals as Mane and Salah. However, because he sits in deep, that is why Salah and Mane can go forward and they can score a lot of goals. And honestly, Salah and Mane, they were both bought into the club for around 30 to 40 million pounds, and Klopp has transformed them into over 100 million pound players. Now you may be thinking that of Liverpool, they're only winning the Premier League this season. However, I just think the manner in which they've won the Premier League title has been incredible. I don't think Klopp or Liverpool really focused on any other trophies because they hadn't won the league in so long. So they wanted to make sure that was done, and they've obviously become the earliest title winners in the Premier League with 7 games remaining, and it looks like they're gonna smash the records for the most points, the most wins. Second place, I am putting Manchester City of 2018 to 2019. I was a bit confused which City side to go with. Was it this one, or was it the one the season before, the Centurions, the one which got 100 points? But the reason I've gone for this City side is because they were honestly challenged, and they had to work so hard to win this title. They only won it by 1 point. Also, because they won 4 trophies that season. They won the Community Shield, they won the League Cup, they won the FA Cup, and they also got to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So pretty much City were aiming for the quadruple. Another reason why I've gone for this City team is because they retained the title for the first time. They're the only club to have retained the Premier League title. since Manchester United, which is back in 2009. Even Vincent Kompany, who's old, he still had a major part to play in that season. Aguero, Silva, De Bruyne, Fernandinho, Sterling, Mahrez, Mane. Honestly, these players played so good last year, and is the reason why City did win the domestic treble. In first place, I am going for Blackburn. Joking, guys, only joking. The team I've put as the best ever Premier League side has to be the treble-winning Manchester United side of 98 to 99. I didn't know which United side to have gone with because they've had some amazing teams over the years, but I've gone for this one. You know why? Because they are the only English club to have won the treble, and I'm not talking about no no domestic treble like Man City or the treble Liverpool did in 01. I am talking about winning the league title, the main domestic competition in the country, which is the FA Cup and the Champions League. And United are the first and the only English side to have ever done that. If you look at that four in midfield, Beckham, Scholes, Keane, Giggs, I honestly haven't ever seen four like that in midfield. They were just world class. They were just somewhere else. And right from the goalie Schmeichel, who was the best goalkeeper in the world for quite a few years, in strike, the partnership of Andy Cole and Dwight York, and obviously they had the backup strikers in Solskjaer and Sheringham as well. So this United side did have a lot of depth. But it wasn't the best Premier League season in terms of points. I think they only got about 81 points, which is nothing compared to the Centurions of Man City or Liverpool will probably get this season. However, when you're challenging for multiple trophies, it is hard to get a lot of points. But I think as long as you get the job done in the Premier League, you deserve to be called the best. Because as Roy Keane said, when you win a Premier League and you look at the back of the medal, it doesn't say how much points you have had in that season. It only says you're a Premier League champion. I do think that all the supporters of the other clubs are probably going to be crying in the comment section, particularly the Arsenal fans, because for some reason they just keep going on about that invincible season. Just get over it, man. It's been over a decade. Did you know that the Manchester United team of 98 to 99 actually lost less games in all competitions than the Arsenal Invincible? Smash a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications so you know when I've uploaded the video. Leave in the comment section down below what you thought of my tier list of the best Premier League sides, and give me yours, because I want to hear your opinions, guys. And if anyone puts Arsenal Invincibles, then I'm just gonna ignore you, because they don't deserve to be top. Anyways, guys, this has been your boy HNA, back with a new video. And if you want a new video by the end of the week, then just make sure you smash the thumbs up and subscribe. I'll get that for you, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.
Listen.